here, so you will get a lot of learning. For me, it doesn't matter if the room is houseful or if one is there. And you know this very well because you are there. So I want to welcome you to Parenting Refocus. If you get this one session, your life is made. Show me a thumbs up if you feel that if you get the focus of life. Focus, I mean the right kind of Arjuna, the arrow. You know where to hit the arrow. So this is what, welcome Sumit, you are going to get out of this webinar. And we are going to talk to each other. So Sumit, do you also deal time? Do you feel overwhelmed, lot of to do? What is your problem around time? Yes, Sumit.
My issue is like getting delayed, or I mean the anticipation is like I'll finish by the given time, but targets or whatever timeline is there, it gets delayed.
Abu Bakr Ghaffar, sound not working. You cannot hear us? Can you switch on your camera? Abu Bakr, can you please switch on your camera? So, Sumit, if I'm right, is this procrastination?
Yes, like right now, I would have joined 5 minutes earlier, but I thought, let me freshen up and come. By the time, I was late.
Okay. So, how about you getting gold out of this session and you rightly joined this session? So, first of all, I want to give you a secret because before I come to Abu Bakar ji and before I come to Lata ma'am, Sumit, that how you can take care or human beings are not designed for action. The design of a human being is to delay, to postpone, to procrastinate. Because somewhere we don't find that particular thing. You don't delay or procrastinate everything. But these are subjective, some specific goals, and parenting is certainly into this. Because most of the people, let us be very truthful, we are interested in parenting. But commitment, I need to check. And commitment is day on day, you coming here. And you taking action, not only coming here physically. And you making the best out of this particular subject. So procrastination. Lata ma'am, do you also deal procrastination? Raise your hand. Okay. And Danuja, you can type in the chat box if you deal this. And Dhanuja seems to be a perfectionist. So surely she would be procrastinating because she does things best way. I don't know about more about you both, but as experience with her as an intern, so I see that she has that perfection focus, which is good or bad. Sumit, Lata
It
ma'am.
comes with both. It comes with both plus and minuses, like pros and cons. Because sometimes being a perfectionist and completing things on time, it helps to achieve too many goals, like not just one. Because
Yeah.
like even if we follow the time, or uh, I mean, I think like perfectionists are much more sorted in terms of like the pointers. Okay, this I have to finish, and they have their plans ready. So in that way, they start finishing things. But for me personally, I feel, I believe like there are too many things to do, but sometimes I'm nowhere.
Okay. So let me give you, Lata ma'am, what do you think perfectionist is? Is it more good or bad? Amina ji, Assalamu alaikum. What do you think? Perfectionism is good or bad? हर चीज को बड़ा perfection से करना. What is your view, both of you? Lata ma'am, over to you first, then Amina ma'am.
My experience is it's bad because I delay a lot of things.
Okay, it's bad, right? So, Amina, what do you think about perfectionism? Today's session is
I
about
feel
parenting focus, okay? But we are
uh,
we are also solving your issues in this masterclass. Yeah.
okay. Uh, Perfectionism. I think you delay a lot of things because you want everything to be, it should be pakka 100% perfect, and that satisfaction that you get, it is very difficult because you want everything 100% very perfect. And because of that, I think some people, they also procrastinate a lot, and it gets things get delayed. Yeah.
Oh, you are really going well.
उसमें क्या है कि वो
Let
बहुत
me
ज्यादा ही
congratulate you that
Thank you.
you are going in the right direction. And Dhanuja, are you a perfectionist person, Amina?
No, not exactly. I
Sumi?
was, but then,
Hmm.
like, because of the reasons that I told, a lot of things get delayed a lot, and that level of satisfaction that I want, I always struggle with it. So
Okay.
I try to make it all good as much as it is possible by me. So up
Hmm.
to 90-95%, if I get what is there in my head, then I am alhamdulillah, I'm happy. 5%.
Okay. Wow, wow.
I spoke
Hmm.
about the positives, but the negatives, or the cons are like, we land up harming a lot of relationships if we are a perfectionist.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
you are making me now. Dhanuja, how do you feel as a perfectionist? And Shiv Godara ji, please switch on your camera. He is also a perfectionist. So we are going into a real good discussion. So just give me a crisp answer, and then we will come to the solution to procrastination. Right? So Dhanuja, if you can share, otherwise Shiv Godara ji, आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस है एज अ परफेक्शनिस्ट? अच्छा है, बुरा है? अच्छा है शिव गोदारा जी, आर यू एबल टू हियर मी? आप मुझे सुन सकते हैं? So all of you, Shiv Godara ji, it would be great if you can please switch on your camera. Perfectionist is a form of resistance. Can you see? Perfectionism, more than helping, it is not serving you. It's a form of resistance, just like procrastination, just like fear, just like perfectionism is good in terms of work, we get satisfied. But yes, we tend to procrastinate many times, so many times. Yes, and I told you this is a resistance. So it is not serving you so much. And Amina, as you rightly said, end of the day, what does a human being need? Two things. Can anybody contribute? When you sleep, what are the two things as a human being you need end of the day?
Peace of
Yeah,
mind.
very good. Yeah. One more thing. Yeah,
Satisfaction. Yeah.
Satisfaction.
satisfaction will lead you to peace of mind and happiness.
Happiness. Yes.
Happiness will
Contentment.
divert, yeah, contentment, love. So these are two things. You need to be happy at all times. Your soul is born to be bliss. So coming to your problem, Sumit, of procrastination, which is everybody's problem. Human being is equal to a person procrastinating, not designed for action, because our brain is designed for comfort zone. That is why you will see your parenting actions also missing. So I am quickly jumping to your answer, which is everybody's answer. So how do you like deal procrastination? Is by creating accountability. The first thing, creating accountability. Accountability so that somebody can really keep a check on you. How many of you agree you work for others well, but when it is your task or your thing, you will someday, other day, one day, only one hand?
This happens to me because when I teach others, they are getting results. But the time that I know by the end of the day, I am so tired. I don't find you know like time or mood basically to do something for myself. Whereas I've given entire day what all things we can do. Like I also incorporated the message that you had given to balance the five elements. So that I have shared with people. But you know, like throughout the day there are like 6 to 7 sessions. After that, the next day I don't feel like waking up early or planning things. So it's just like okay, अभी session है, half an hour पहले मैं उठ जाता हूँ और फटाफट जो भी हो सके वो करूँ. And it's only like for others. वो खुद के लिए वो that what you call zeal नहीं होता है कि ना मैं खुद के लिए पहले करूँ.
So thank you so much. And I have a lot to cover and I want to give you a lot in this session. So 2 points, very important. How do you be excited? How do you take action? How do you do your work? Is you being a child. This is one. And you being a man. And you can create yourself. A child and a man. And this will come with practice. And everybody has a breakdown. Last 2-3 days were so much breakdown for me. But then did some integrity. I restored my integrity in many places. One was exercise. One was cooking a healthy meal. These are all things nobody will ask me. Nobody is on top of me. Can you see? This was my integrity list. 5 things were there. Calling 10 women entrepreneurs to help them, because this was also a voluntary task. So I was procrastinating. And what else is there in that list? Exercise, meditation. Meditation. So I have powerful meditations and I am into practices. So I was postponing it. But believe me, 2 days I'm doing it, and today was a magical day. I had 2-3 magic pieces in my work happening, and even in personal life. The personal life magic was my son coming to me. He exited the internship group. So, and I was not telling him, come join. Last 2-3 days, I was really so badly, heavily walking as a mother. कि इसका क्या होगा? Doing so much for the world. इसका क्या करूं? Sometimes you become so helpless with your own children. So then I was putting all practices into practice, all trainings. Today he was around me. Still, he has not joined the session. He took the link and I told him, you join the session, you make notes, you practice it. But at least he started speaking of doing it. शिव गोतारा जी, अगर आप कैमरा ऑन करेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि हमारा बहुत क्लोज ग्रुप है, छोटा सा ग्रुप है. So it will help us. So friends, the number one thing, please write it. It is creating an accountability partner, right? And the accountability partner should be somebody you look upon. You respect the person, and the person is integrity. If the person is same like you, it will not help you. So you can take a coach also. You can have a coach also. So this is the number one thing you can do. Any suggestions from you all people? The second thing which I will tell you is penalty system. Penalty system will take you to your childhood pattern. How many of you got punishment as a child? Raise your hand. Everybody got punishment, okay? So this, your subconscious is linked to this. Penalty system will work because this is your childhood pattern. And you got improved in that behavior. While I am not supporting this system, okay? There is a difference. I am not supporting it, but this works on you because you are all Indian DNA, Indian parenting. Indian parenting happens, the child is born to live the parent's dream, to live the parent's life, to fulfill and take care of all parents' desire. It's like a toy for the parent. And it's like, you do this, you are a good boy. If you don't behave in this way, you are not a good boy or a good girl. So can you see that expression? If you have seen my video, is not there. In Indian parenting, it is more of helicopter parenting, policing, always checking what the child is doing right or wrong, labeling the child, and raising the child for our own old age. Which animal or bird you have seen who raises the child for their old age?
All animals.
They raise their child for their old age. Their children take care of them. Or once they grow, they go away.
They go away.
They go away. And we as parents, Shiv Godara ji also has youth children. Prakash ji, you have a 19, 20-year-old son. Even I have. We have these birdies who are ready to fly, but still they are in the nest. Still they are in the nest. And we are parenting them. So coming back to the procrastination problem, penalty system will work, accountability will work, and then making a bold public statement, commitment will work. How many of you had tried this? I did this. I went to my trainers group and I gave them 5 points. Yay, I will do yoga or exercise. I will do this meditation. I will cook for self. I will do 10 calls like this. So make a public statement. This is number 3rd. And number 4th is put something in the stake. And number 5 is group system. Like you becoming here, there are 2 people who are silver members. Very soon, once we have 10 members, and now I am actively working on it, so we will have more people joining in. So this silver membership, you will be coached on time parenting, on your time, on your inner self, on your money, and on your energy. 11 months, you will get coaching. How is this idea? And just in little, some energy exchange, not much. And the energy exchange is important because when you pay attention. And for 1 year, something you can pay. And December month, we will be just reviewing and planning the future year. We will be reviewing 2023 and we would be planning 2024. This is how we would be working. So friends, let us start today's topic. That is, naturally you have focus. God has given you with focus. Focus, the Arjuna focus. You already have this. Anybody who disagrees? Anybody who feels no, this is not so? Everybody is agreeing?
Ma'am, actually in yoga we say, like even from Bhagavad Gita, that chanchalam hi mana Krishna. That is, mind is always wavering. Chanchal is always wavering, not in control. So yoga is the path or the way to attain, control over not just mind. If you control your mind, you can control everything.
Right.
So it's like meditation or practice, any kind of practice. It's just an attempt to attain perfection or attain control.
Right. Yeah. To experience your inner self,
Yeah,
to also connect to the outer powerful divinity, universe. But when
yeah,
you were born as a child, you had full focus. You didn't know the language of your parents, but you knew how to ask for food, when to cry, when to get your things. You knew. Do you see when the child is hungry, the small baby, it is on the top of the volume till the time the child is not given the milk. The baby is crying, crying, crying. Can you see? The baby is focused. But what happens once we start growing? What enters our life is distraction. Chanchalman, what you are saying. But this happens gradually, right? Naturally, you were born with this and still you can work. See, something which you already have. Can you again practice it and get it? It is easy
not
because,
easy, but
yeah, but
a
still
lot
can you
of
attain it?
focus required.
Yeah. See, what nothing is easy. You will agree nothing is easy. So now
Yes.
I want to take you to a step-by-step approach that when I'm talking about this Arjuna focus, what is the step-by-step process? So can everybody, you have your places where you can write. So you have to actually, the first step is empty your mind. Empty your mind. See, if you are full of distraction, and mostly, see, the problem with the youth is this. And the problem with most of us is also this. We are full. We show that we want to learn. We show that we want to change. We want to do. But we are really full. But can you see? Can you see? Can I fill this? I cannot fill this. See, it is falling. The water is falling. Can you see? And the children nowadays, they have their fixed point of views. The youth. And they feel uncool. Somebody coaching them. 19-year-old, 20-year-old, they don't want anybody to coach them. They feel they know it all. So can all of you take this, that for any kind of coaching or any kind of new change, first you have to be really empty and willing to have this new information in your experience to experiment. I'm asking you, whatever you are learning today, you need to experiment and experience. And then we will see. So the first experience I want you to have is empty your mind. So empty your mind, how you have to empty your mind? You have to empty your mind, everybody write it, of your thoughts. And thoughts, you are 99.9% your thoughts. And when you have the same thought, when you go to a seashore, you have that waves coming. It is how the waves are formed. You go in physics and you see it is one water droplet over the other water droplet and it makes a wave. So can all of you see the ripple effect of your thoughts actually creates your feeling. and you are a automatic supercomputer. You don't do anything consciously. It's just something, you feel inside and you do it. It is happening. Life is happening to you. You don't take any decisions. So can you write? You have to empty your thoughts. You have to empty your confusions. I'm writing it here. Your thoughts, your confusions, your dreams, your aspirations, your desires, your fears, your worries, and your regrets. Regrets in Hindi is pachtawa. Human beings, sometimes we say something, but inside we are still have that regret that this should not happen to us. This is really a pain. So all these points, worries, and always understand fear will come from the past. डर जो है डर, fear will come from the past, and worry, chinta, will come from the future. And fear is always unreal. It is always there in the head. Actually, it is not there. It is just here. So, do you think this is helpful? Can anybody give me one example where you will work on this? One area? One person. See, we have to practice this, right? And only the silver members will get the notes. Okay? Because I want all of you to come to this community of smart dentists where we want to do so much. Right? And I don't want silver members to pay me. So everybody, give me one person, give me one example where you will empty your thoughts, your confusions, your emotions, your dreams,
Writing a
aspirations.
diary.
Yeah.
Writing a diary.
No. Which area you will empty your mind? Where you are not focused right now?
Thoughts.
Where? Which area? If you will ask me, it is my work structuring. I deal my work. Okay. So what do you deal? You can be more specific. It can be money also. It can be a relationship also. Dekho, majorly it would be three. Either money or career or work or any relationship or some health issue. Prakash ji, what do you deal the most? And you need to focus there. But your focus is not there.
Mainly health issue.
Yes? Where?
Health issue.
Health issue. Okay. So, got it. Amina, where do you think your focus is you need more focus?
Relationship.
Okay. Which relationship?
Relationship with both my husband as well as my elder child, my elder daughter.
How old is she?
He's 10 years. I have,
Teenage.
yeah,
Teenage.
so I have two younger kids also. The younger ones are 6 years and 4 years.
तो
So
आपको
my
तो जंग पे जाने की तैयारी सीखनी चाहिए. 3 बच्चे, एक हस्बैंड. Lata ma'am, can
yeah,
you imagine her world? Yes, ma'am.
problem is my elder daughter has this feeling that we give more importance to the younger two because they are just 6 and 4. So whenever they ask something, we tend to do it for them. But for the 10-year-old, she's 10-year-old. So just a simple example is she sits on the sofa and she tells me, go get me a glass of water. So I might be in some work. So I tell her, you can go and get it. But at the same time, when the younger one says, I go and take and give it to him. So she points out such things, which sometimes, becomes very difficult.
So if
Uh,
she's taking these small little details, might be she's eagle in personality, or might be she's owl,
okay.
or also she can be a peacock also, like very sensitive, like you are doing for others and you are not doing for her. So
Yeah,
it is
that is what
always
she did.
so it is
She's
always a good
comparing.
idea. So can you see, if you get trained here and you know your little one, you know the other one, you know this 10-year-old, and you know your husband, and you know yourself. At present,
Yes.
don't you think, how are we leading life? I took this out just to show to all of you. It is just like headless chicken. Headless chicken. You are just not knowing who the other person is, and you are just doing things blindly,
Yes.
aiming so blindly. And
Correct.
believe me, this will come with practice. So after emptying your mind, this is the step one, how to have a more focus. Bring clarity by asking why you need, Prakashji, why you need good health?
Sorry, madam.
Why do you need good health? This is step two. We are doing step by step how to focus. आपको अच्छी हेल्थ क्यों चाहिए? फर्स्ट ऑफ
चाहिए
ऑल
ना
किसे,
मैडम,
क्या किसने चाहिए?
तो for the better workout
For the better.
on daily basis,
Okay,
for the
better
performance
workout. Yeah,
workout and
but
maintain the relationship.
yeah, Prakashji, is it also like might be some pain is there? What is the health issue, if you can share? Or if you don't want to share, you don't share.
Nothing special, but the weakness and something.
Weakness. Okay. Okay. So don't you think there will be more liveliness and more happiness if you feel good? No pain. You can be like a child or like a mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why, how it actually, you are not able to do is the what comes between the why is so many things, right? Fear of failure comes. I cannot do this. This problem is so big. Fear of rejection. This also doesn't let us do things. Fear of being judged by social parameters. Like at my age, men are doing like this, women are doing like this, comparing ourselves with the societal norms. Then fear of being abandoned. Do you know this is a very big fear? Men in the room, you also. Being alone, you being abandoned by your children. Loneliness. We don't speak about it, but it is right time that we really speak about it. Fear of hurting someone. Most of the time, this also grips us. Lata ma'am, is it? Fear of hurting someone. And fear of being wrong. How many of you deal this? Fear of being wrong. You want to be right. You don't like to be wrong. Nobody is raising hand. Everybody's hand. Do you know your brain design is to be right? Your brain design is to be right. And when you to be right, then you start giving meaning to people and things, and you start getting evidences of your
Ma'am,
righteousness
but
and
this
others.
is again,
Yeah.
yeah, ma'am, but this is again like what is right, what is wrong is also, derived by the people you are surrounded by.
Yeah,
and also your society, your caste, your culture.
exactly.
So yeah, so this
And
is
this,
like, as you said,
yeah,
peer pressure or social norms.
yeah. You also must be feeling pressured at your age. You must be seeing somebody at your age, low, he is doing, and I want to do it also. Because lack, two problems here crop up. Now see, the cropping happens at two level. One is your self confidence is taken away because of these fears, and your self doubt really like overpowers everything. In everything you will feel low confidence and this self doubt, confusion. How this will? Because you want to follow the society and you want to do what everyone is doing subconsciously. You just want to fit to whatever others are doing. This is creating a problem, so you are not able to focus. And mostly, whatever distractions you have, external distractions are secondary. Everybody write it. उससे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है external distractions. The real problem is the internal chaos here inside. What distractions or the confusion and focus, whatever internal you deal, is primary. This requires sorting. If you will sort this, the external world will be sorted.
But
So,
there's one saying that सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग.
हाँ, क्योंकि
हाँ,
you are
so
programmed.
this connects both your own thought process and thinking about others' reactions.
वेरी ट्रू. तो इसकी तो आपकी प्रोग्रामिंग हुई है यहाँ सबकी. क्या कहेंगे वो आंटी, क्या बोलेंगी? when you were small, why you are not a good boy? See, your younger brother is doing. Sumit, you have an elder brother, Amit. Amit is doing, you are not doing. Can you see all time comparison, criticism, correction? The parenting we have undergone, and unfortunately we have given to our children, if they are more than 7 years of age, and still if you are not into training, any age I will include it, is I am right and you are wrong. All time you tell what is the correct way. Are kabhi you see their way also, and let them be their way. First you experience it, no? Before experiencing, only we open our mouth and we give the correction. Now let us work on this fear of judgment. So here everybody, Shiv Kodara ji, I cannot see you, and let us do this exercise, because here again that same exercise, expression. क्या
So,
कहेंगे
ma'am,
लोग?
so in this case, ma'am, because of relationship, all these thoughts, like you can also say your relationship with your own mind, your own thoughts, it affects your energy level. It disturbs your emotions. That again affects your health. And if your health is not good, your career is also affected. So everything is about the mind.
So here I will give a contradictory, a different answer, because internally you feel a lack, you feel not good enough, you feel not loved or important or wanted or cared. You create your outer world.
So जैसे आपने लास्ट सेशन में बोला था कि you need to take ownership and responsibility for everything that is around you.
Why did I say that? Explain to everyone.
Because of the same reason, जैसे अभी आपने बोला कि contradictory है, or you can say on the contrary, that you should not think about blaming your mind or thoughts. Instead you change your process, तो ये सब
See,
everything will fall in place.
yeah. This is the valid thing which you are saying. But listen to me. If you are like giving the responsibility to other, blaming the other, then kahan chali gayi responsibility? Where the responsibility has gone? To this other person. Yes? Now, Sumit, my question to you, others, Amina, Prakash ji, Shiv Godara ji, can you control others? So, it is always a good idea to keep this responsibility of everything. It's my responsibility because you can do something about it. This is one reason why I tell you to be responsible, being cause in the matter. Now, let Lata ma'am and Shiv Godara ji's camera open. So we have to, now the third step. Second step was dealing the fears. And we saw so many fears. Now start eliminating your wrong goals. Might be you are focusing on something which is not worthwhile. And you are not present to it also. Can anybody give any example? You are focused and you are doing something, but actually it is not serving you. Can I give everybody one common example for everyone? Watching reels, watching a Netflix. Can you see when you watch a Netflix, you don't even blink your eyes. Have you imagined? You don't want to go to the washroom even. It hooks you. You are so focused. And if somebody tells any work to Prakash ji or Sumit or Amina ji or Shiv Godara ji, you will feel, oh, the boring hai, acha nahi hai, maza nahi aa raha hai.
For us, for me especially, it's more about matches, like sports, watching on.
Yeah. So you get
either
hooked,
phone.
no, whatever it is. But is it serving you? A little. But what will serve you is you playing matches in going out in different communities so that people know you, so that people experience you. This will help you. What will help Amina is she learning how to make rituals in her family as a homemaker. That this is a time that we all are there together. And it can be a celebration. Can you see? Can you see? I have lighted this just to make all of you. Just to make, this is a scented candle. Nobody is watching me. But here, this I really wanted this to be there. Another thing, if you will see, I have these sticks. These are not only for you. Actually, this is a space. I just, in 24 hours, I have to change this. And this is my real flavor. I like this. I have a very good example for all of you because you have 2 children, 3 children. That see, these are 2 plants. The roots are same, the plants are same, but you will see different growth. This is like our sibling. We should always remember that your children are unique. They are unique. So the third thing, see, the first thing what we did, empty your mind, your thoughts, your confusions, your emotion, dreams, aspiration, worries, regret. कोई पछतावा भी है तो उसको ढूंढना है, निकालना है और उस पे उसको लिखना है. When you will write it, no, it will really help you. Because writing is actually decluttering. Like you clean the space, no, when you write, actually yahan se nikal ke it comes, in your words and in your expression. You feel released. Any of you who have written love letters? Koi experience nahi hai? Nobody? Oh, I have written. I have half kg of love letters with my husband. Yeah. So I used to feel so good writing those letters. I used to feel so good receiving the letter and reading the letter. And many times, एक लेटर को बार बार पढ़ना है. अभी तो झगड़ा हो जाएगा if I will take out those letters. So can you all write a love letter to your own self? Because this is one point in focusing, cultivating self-love. Everybody, are you writing? Cultivating self-love. ये नहीं है, ये खाली है, ये मेरा glass. Everybody just see, this is empty. I'm telling you, because you are all the time on performance zone. You are all the time measuring yourself with your results. You are all the time a father or a mother or some role. Self gayab hai. If you will, we will keep someday one session on this. So everybody, 3 points here. Put yourself first. See, when you will be full, when you are full in love, you can give this love to your wife. Khali glass kya karega? You can give to your children. Yes? Can you see? This fullness is important. Then you will not require love from outside. Because at all times, we look for love. क्योंकि ये आपका problem नहीं है, mammalian brain का design है. You have a father brain, a papa brain, and a mama brain. The mama brain deals, am I loved? Now, the fourth point is eliminating your wrong goals. Wait. Cultivating the self-love, you should know that you are alone. Everybody, you are born alone and you will die also alone. No two people will die together. So can you be really be comfortable with your own self and with this loneliness also? Because you are whole and complete. You can really hug yourself, love yourself, talk good about yourself. So many things. Self-image. You can appreciate yourself. You can be aware about how do you care for yourself more. Acknowledging yourself more. So much you can do. So these 3 points. Then eliminating wrong goals, false commitments, other people, making other people priority. These are all wrong goals. And it takes away our focus. Because then it becomes huge worry. Once we give a false commitment, can you see the weight of that commitment? Can anybody share one commitment which you gave to your children falsely? एक commitment बताइए और जो commitment नहीं दे रहे हैं वो भी बुरी बात है. शिव गोदारा जी, do you have any example? आप तो बहुत सोच के देते हैं वैसे commitment. Yeah.
On this Sunday,
Yeah.
I Saturday, my son said, on Sunday we'll go to a friend's park. Like there's a nearby park. So I said we'll go, but I overslept.
Yeah. And then you must have felt really guilty if he would have confronted you. Mostly
Yes.
children, we are not answerable to children. We feel, "Arey, ye to bacche hain." We can always say, "I'm busy. I'm
Now
busy
then,
in kitchen. I'm busy
I
cooking."
played with him.
Hmm.
Then I played with him for the entire afternoon, and then he was okay. But
Yeah.
घर में ही खेला.
हाँ, लेकिन इसमें एक point है, very good point for everyone. Whenever you break your promise, first you go and share that you broke your promise. Accept it. And then step 2, share that you are present how the other person is feeling on breaking the promise. And take the responsibility of the promise. Step 3. कि ये मैं जिम्मेदार हूं, मैंने किया। और कोई गलती नहीं होती है, हम सब जान के करते, वी डू एवरीथिंग knowingly. And number 4, give a fresh promise or ask the other person. Now, yeah, Amina, you want to say something?
Yeah. We actually stay in a 1 BHK here in Dubai. So since the past 6 months, we had plans to, shift to a 2 BHK flat. And we were actually supposed to shift this week to a 2 BHK. But then, we went looking for flats, and there was a flat which, again, my elder one, she liked because her friends stay in that community. So she told this to her father, and her father promised her that, "Haan, pakka, inshallah, we are going to shift over there itself." So she had this in her mind since the past 6 months. So last week, unfortunately, in his office, something went wrong, and things didn't go as what we thought, and we were not able to shift. We'll have to stay here in the same flat for another 1 year. So what happened is, when I conveyed this to my daughter, obviously she was very angry. She was heartbroken because she already had that key. Since 6 months, it is there in her head. And she was telling this to her friends and all of that. So when I told this to my husband, now, like ma'am said, he was not ready to, accept it. What he was trying to say is, now this is not my fault. I did not do it on purpose. Situations turned out like this. That is why we are not able to do it. Shift now. We may shift next year. That makes her even more angry. When he's talking to her, and as though he's talking to someone very elderly, that is how he talks to her. So she was again angry with him for another maybe 1-2 weeks just because of this. And then I tried, telling him that she is small, so you go to her level and you try, talking to her in that manner. When he did it like that, she was kind of able to accept it.
Correct.
And I also sat with her and I also said, "See, this is what things are happening. We did not do it on purpose. Even we wanted to shift. But unfortunately, things turned around the other way. Inshallah, maybe next year we might go into a even more better community. For now, if you want to make any changes here in the flat that we are staying, you are free to do the changes." And the same thing when her father also spoke to her in an even more politer way. She was, somewhere she was like, "Okay, fine. Okay, I forgive you," kind of an attitude was there. But until then, that I think around 2 weeks, she was a complete rebel in the house. You people don't do anything for me. You just keep breaking promises.
Because there have been so
Yeah.
many promises.
Yes.
Some even you are not present also. Nisha ji, can you please open your camera? This is a like
right
meeting
now,
you.
actually, ma'am, right now my baby is unwell. I'm just holding her and I'm sitting. uh,
Actually, this
uh,
session is actually to meet
yeah,
you,
yeah,
to
I
interact.
understand.
Yeah.
I just saw the message. I just came
Okay, okay.
online. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Today my baby is unwell.
How old are your children?
One is 6-year-old and the other one is 2-year-old.
Okay, so both of the children, the subconscious conditioning programming is happening. Human beings
yeah.
are programmed 0 to 7 years. So ongoing training is really a good way. So Amina, you did a coaching for everybody. In this, when talking to, can you see the tone really matters, and we
Yes,
don't know how
the
to
tone much.
communicate. And this session is not about the communication, it is about the focus. So I will bring all of you back to this focus. So we have seen, see how we started the session. It's a recap for Nisha also. We have seen that we are born with a natural focus. Then we have seen the way, these step-by-step approaches that we have to empty our distractions and our confusions, our worries, emotions. We have to be aware. We have seen the dreams, aspirations, regrets. We have to like really have them in front of us. Then we have seen that we have to bring clarity. How we will bring clarity? We saw Prakashji's case, like having a why. Why do we do this? So in this why, we have seen so many fears of ours, like fear of failure, which really clutters us emotionally, fear of rejection, then fear of abandonment, fear of hurting someone, fear of being wrong, and fear of being judged socially. Here we have seen that all time we want to fit to the societal norms. So it lowers our confidence, and all time we are experiencing self-doubt. We have seen this. Fourth, we have seen that we have to cultivate the self-love. So 3 things. We need to keep ourselves first. We need to know that we are alone. We need to know that we are the only one for our own self. Nobody can understand you and serve you more than you. So the love quotient, we have seen that we have to fill that. Number 4 is start eliminating the wrong goals. We have seen some wrong goals. The social media distractions, false commitments, just Amina shared. Mistakenly, we do so many commitments. We do other people's things as priority. These are also wrong goals. And we have all fears. This also takes away, like our focus. Now, I want you to take some immediate action on your fear. So, are you excited? Everybody take one area where you are feeling very fearful. Okay. And then we will do a little exercise after this, so that self-expression is very important. You must be feeling, why I make you do this? But this serves you. Believe me. So the 3 steps, everybody has one fear. Please raise your hand if you got one fear, or show me a thumbs up right now. Okay. Prakashji, any fear? Nisha?
Fear.
Anyone
I just
fear?
have one fear, ma'am. Being away from the family. That's it. Just being away from the family. I mean, my kids.
Fear of losing a loved one, is it?
Fear of losing them. That's it.
Fear of losing a loved one, is it? Losing in the
Yes.
sense, even the distance is losing, or can be at, at drastic level also, that you
Yeah, that's
imagine weird things.
Yeah.
So I told you, see, it's always a good idea to join at start of the session, because these sessions are not just, like just knowledge sessions, because knowledge is cholesterol. These are real action steps, because in the end, I want you people to join the practice community for 1 year. एक दिन में कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. ये रोज करना है, रोज करना है, रोज करना है. If you felt little energy in my words, in my right now, the delivery, I do this in my house also. And my children, they hear it. At times when I have work breakdown, I told you last 2-3 days, it was a work breakdown. So because I have 3 businesses, one is yoga, one is a construction, paying guest, as you have seen. I'm working hard on it. I've just created this last 2 months. Most of you on social media must be watching, and this coaching, the structuring. And I want some of you to join me as an active member. Like Lata ma'am is unwell. So many responsibilities she's not able to take right now. So what I do at home is, आज मैं ज़्यादा मेहनत करूँगी, आज मैं ज़्यादा मेहनत करूँगी. Today I'm going to work more hard. And then my husband is like, oh God, he's just next in the room, because my bedroom is my most cozy comfort corner for doing all stuff. I have a corner in my bed space. Someday I will send you a picture. Hey, bole kya hai bhai? And he knows. But my children are also hearing. And I had a good idea. My daughter is in 12th board. So I thought anytime when I have to work hard, no, I will sit with this girl. She studies till 4 o'clock sometimes. So I can sit with her and do my work. I will have a partner. So like this, you can make your children in your parenting a partner. So what to do with your fear? Number one is confront your fear. Because fear is imaginary, it is unreal. Nisha, has anything happened? Or it is just in your thought?
I just no. I get scary dreams, man. I don't know why.
No. So it is there in your head, no? In your thought.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. It's in my head.
It's in your head. So that is what I'm saying. This is imaginary and this is unreal. Fear की ये पहचान है, diagnosis है, and it comes from the past. पहले कुछ हुआ होगा. So we will not go there right now. So confront the fear. I have a technology block, right? So and then you have to learn the skill. इस fear के चारों तरफ कुछ करना है. निशा, आपको इस पे काम करना है, कोचिंग लेनी है, ट्रेनिंग लेनी है, सीखना है.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to build this skill. Anybody who would like to share their fear and how you will build the skill around this fear? Yes, Sumit. Yeah, Amina. Then Sumit.
Okay. For me, I am a tutor. I take tuitions and I take art classes and all that online. So to speak online, I'm very confident. I don't have a problem. But when the same me, when it comes to in person, it can be family, it can be friends, or even a group of strangers, I find it very difficult to speak. I have no idea why. But the same person, if it is over phone or if it is a online session, I can, very openly, very confidently speak with them. But when it is in person, when the person is right in front of me, even if it is someone whom I've been knowing since years, I I have that difficulty to speak. I don't know why that is happening. I've tried, but
So first is you have to confront this fear, that this is a fear, this is imaginary and this is unreal. Nobody just came to you anytime and when you were talking, just hold your neck or
yeah.
gave you, like this, a gun or something. No. So it is all unreal. Number two, you need to learn the skill of public speaking. Yes, Nisha ma'am. And it is always a good idea to join timely. It will help you
Yes,
people.
sure, ma'am. My baby, she has got stomach ache, so I have to leave, ma'am.
No
Inshallah,
problem.
I'll join the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
class, ma'am.
No problem. Stay connected. Thank you. So, Amina, can you see the skill of public speaking will help you? Then number three. Yeah, Sumit, you also had a fear you wanted to share.
Yeah, I will start with the abbreviation that I've written for fear. Fantasized experience appearing real.
Yeah.
Fear. And my fear is like about my fluctuating, sessions. Like not always I have in terms of the number of clients, and like even if it's a group session, the clients keep increasing, decreasing. Plus, also sometimes the time slots are more and sometimes it's less. So it doesn't always match with my energy. So, and there are many other factors to it, like me taking leaves when the sessions are full. So, all of these things.
So this
And
fear.
exactly, a second one is like to what Amina ji said, my fear is exactly opposite. When I'm in person, I'm much more in control, much more confident because like my job is to teach yoga. So I know the person who's practicing when I'm in person. I know that okay, the technique is correct and the things are going fine. But when it is an online session, I am not sure, like, how the finish or alignment, final alignment is correct or not, and is the technique happening right. So nothing should go wrong. Because of my teaching, किसी को अगर कुछ गलत असर होगा तो at the karmic level, I feel that it will affect me. So things related to that.
Okay. So we will take one fear. Always take
Okay.
one fear at a time so that you don't feel overwhelmed. So we will take this fear of like the group coaching and your time and so many things, not it is disempowering you. So what you can do is you can work on the skill of automation so that you can get more people. And the more it is automated, there is less pressure on you. This is the skill building around the fear. And the third step is taking feedback. We always take feedbacks personally, as if it is about our own self. Actually, God wanted this conversation for Lata ma'am. So she just entered the room at the right time of feedback. So actually, the feedback is actually taking you forward. So you need not go into that emotion. You need to just take the message as it is meant to be. So Amina, where she will take the message is where she is doing well and where she is not doing well in speaking. And you can take feedback from people. That is why Amina, people join the Toastmaster groups. People like me are grooming ourselves for TEDx talk. Sumit, similarly in your case, you can keep the recordings, and then like Sachin Tendulkar and most of the legendary people, they always see what they could have done more, what they could have done more. It is not always about what went wrong. Prakashi, can you share one fear which you want to work? And Ma'am Lata, if you can share one fear. Because practically you need to do it.
Sometimes when I go to customer location
Hmm.
and the machine problem not solved, then I internally fear before going over there. So what will happen?
Okay. So here, what do you think? Which skill can be you develop on?
Yeah.
Which skill can you develop on? Do you think it is communication or it is better the machine training and automation? More about the machine learning more.
Not sometimes it's come due to new updation. The controller and programs comes newly. So at that level, no, the supplier also don't know exactly what is happening in the instrument. So they are also under new training.
Yeah. So what I am seeing is that you people require more training on the product.
Yeah.
This is the skill you need. And then
Yeah.
the feedback, your customer will give you feedback. How happy he was with that experience. So see, if the customer agar acha experience nahi de raha hai, so you can always take that message and you can say ki, yes, thank you. And seriously, you can assure the customer that I will work on your feedback. And listen, more than your words, your energy, the customer will get it. कि आप झूठ बोल रहे हो, ऐसे बोल रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो? It's more the energy world. पता चल जाता है. So Lata ma'am, which is your fear?
Fear of getting hurt.
Fear of getting hurt. So fear of getting hurt, now you have to confront it. That if somebody is hurting, so like, was it hurt or did you create a hurt? Did you get this? That the person was really hurting you or you created the meaning and you got hurt?
I created the meaning.
You created the meaning and you got hurt.
वो मुझे
So-
पता है, हाँ.
हाँ, तो अभी किस स्किल पे काम करना है? Which skill you want to work?
Communication. This is very bad.
Correct, correct. और दिल को खोल देना है, बिल्कुल इधर काम करना है, फॉरगिव करना है सबको, सबको फॉरगिव करना है सवेरे उठ के हुपुनुनु. Can you say, I am sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. Everybody, I am sorry. This will work for everybody because forgiveness has frequency 620. Shiv Godara ji, do you have people you want to forgive today? Shiv Godara ji, are you there? क्या आज कोई लोग हैं जिनको आप माफ करना चाहते हैं at your workplace? Are you able to hear me? आप मुझे सुन सकते हैं? You have to unmute and speak.
Yeah.
क्या आप किसी को माफ करना चाहेंगे आज? All of you.
Yes.
एक तो होगा. शिव गोदारा जी, do you have people at workplace you want to forgive?
मैडम, एक को माफ करेंगे तो कईयों को माफ करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, तो अभी हम उसको सबको माफ करना है. पूरा लिस्ट है, लिस्ट बनाइए, लिस्ट. See, this is a very, see, हमको ये काम ही करना है. I am sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. उसको ये एनर्जी भेज दो. वो खुद ही परेशान है, परेशान आत्मा है, तो वो दूसरों को भी परेशान कर रहा है. It's like that. The universe is spiral. So the immediate action, everybody. अब ये last point, I want all of you to gain some energy. और एनर्जी के लिए आज जो आपके सामने विविध भारती में गाना आ रहा है, that is a Kumauni song. Okay, even I don't know the language. Okay, last time it was a Marathi song.
Marathi.
I think Sumit was translating. But today this is some Pahadi song, okay? And you will love the song. So don't be embarrassed. थोड़ा होगा अभी embarrassment. 10 बज रहा है, 9:15 या 9:50, 9:45. But see, this is life and this is training of life. So just practice. शिव गोदारा जी, आप दिख नहीं रहे हैं. अमीना, I cannot see you. प्रकाश जी, नीलिमा जी को पीछे से देखना चाहिए आपको. करिए, आइए, दोनों खड़े हुइए. लेके आओ, खड़े हो जाओ. नीलिमा जी, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। देखो एवरीबडी, सीरियसनेस एक तरफ रख दीजिए एंड बी अ चाइल्ड। एंड नाउ द लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग, इमीडिएट एक्शंस क्या लेने हैं। यू हैव टू पुट फोकस ब्लॉक्स। एवरीबडी प्लीज राइट फोकस ब्लॉक्स, तभी फोकस आएगा। पेरेंटिंग फोकस कब आएगा? जब अभी फोकस ब्लॉक रखेंगे। चलिए सब अपने बच्चों के लिए बताइए, कौन सा पीरियड है जब इस बच्चे पे आपका पूरा फोकस होगा और आप बच्चे के साथ होंगे। I will do the afternoon lunch with my son. And evening when my daughter is studying, I will be there with her for 15 minutes.
Dinners.
Okay. तो ये पेरेंटिंग फोकस है आपका। डिनर, सुमित ये करना है आपको।
Yes, yes.
आपको वो फोकस ब्लॉक रखना है 15 मिनट का। काम यू हैव टू कीप फॉर योर स्टफ ऑल्सो, फॉर योर वर्क ऑल्सो, बट आई एम टॉकिंग फॉर चिल्ड्रन। प्रकाश जी, व्हाट यू विल डू विथ योर सन? स्टार्ट विथ समथिंग सिंपल। यूथ है, एकदम से वो आपकी ट्रेनिंग से डर जाएगा।
I don't know exactly what to do, madam. Can you
सोचो।
give some ideas?
Okay, so what you can do is you can watch a movie with him of his choice. उसको पिक्चर पसंद है?
Sure. हाँ जी।
तो आप ऐसा फोकस ब्लॉक रखो, लेकिन ये फोकस ब्लॉक अगर इंग्लिश पिक्चर है तो 1.5 hours होगा। इफ इट इज अ हिंदी मूवी देन इट विल बी मोर।
Yeah, sure.
एंड नीलिमा जी, व्हाट शी विल डू, उनको भी आपको ये फोकस ब्लॉक कराना है और ये एक्टिविटी करनी है। लता, व्हाट यू विल डू विथ योर सन?
ढंग से बात करूंगी।
ओके, नहीं, अभी कोई एक्टिविटी चूज करो, ये तो पूरे टाइम करना है ढंग से बात। फॉर अ लिटिल वाइल व्हेन यू आर जस्ट विद द चाइल्ड,
प्ले विथ हिम।
प्ले। कौन सा गेम खेलोगे? उसको कौन सा गेम पसंद है?
ब्लॉक्स पसंद है, अलजेब्रा
पसंद है।
देखना है।
ब्लॉक्स भी पसंद है। सुनो, उसको ड्राइंग पसंद है और उसको बुक्स बहुत पसंद है।
वो बुक्स तो करते हैं।
बहुत पसंद है उसको।
ड्राइंग मुझे करवानी है आपको।
हाँ, वो ड्राइंग उसको बहुत पसंद है।
और उसके उसमें भी आपने जो गोल्ड मेंबरशिप ली थी ना मैंने आपसे, उसमें भी हाई है उसका।
पेंटिंग है ना?
हाई है उसका।
ओके या। और आपके पास वो क्रैक्स लैब भी है जो आप प्लीज उसके लिए पेरेंटिंग फोकस
प्रिंट
रखिए
करके
अपना। आपने उसके लिए पैसे दिए हैं भारत सरकार को।
यस।
तो उसका पेरेंट फोकस ब्लॉक आप देख रहे हैं। एवरीबडी, आर यू सीइंग कि इफ वी पुट द ट्रेनिंग इनटू प्रैक्टिस, कहां से कितना गुलाब का फूल खिल सकता है। शिव गोदारा जी, आप अपने, थैंक यू आर लुकिंग वेरी प्रिटी टुडे। थैंक यू। नीलिमा जी के सामने कॉम्प्लीमेंट आ रहा है। थैंक यू सो मच, गॉड ब्लेस यू। एंड शिव गोदारा जी, see, he did a good thing. Prakash ji, I want to appreciate you. आपने मुझे कॉम्प्लीमेंट दिया, राइट? एंड सी, आई फेल्ट गुड एंड आई गॉट इट, राइट? शिव गोदारा जी, दिस इज वन एक्सरसाइज विच वाज आपका एक नंबर 1 एक्सरसाइज था कि आप जिस किसी व्यक्ति से मिलेंगे उसको कॉम्प्लीमेंट देंगे, उसका गुडनेस एक्नॉलेज करेंगे।
यस मैडम।
या, थैंक यू सो मच। सो शिव जी, आई वांट टू आस्क यू कि आप अपने 24 साल के बच्चे के लिए, 23 साल के और 20 के लिए क्या करेंगे? पेरेंटिंग फोकस कहाँ लाएंगे, क्योंकि आप बच्चों से दूर हैं, आप दूर रहते हैं।
उनको कॉम्प्लीमेंट देंगे उनकी गुडनेस के लिए।
लेकिन ये पेरेंटिंग फोकस एक समय है जो आप उन बच्चों के लिए
पेरेंटिंग
रखेंगे।
फोकस तो शाम को इवनिंग कॉल ही होती है मेरी डेली।
या वेरी गुड।
उसी में रखूंगा।
अच्छा शिव गोदारा जी, इसको अगर हम और क्रिएटिव करें, अगर आप उसको वीडियो कॉल करें या जूम कॉल करें, हाउ डू यू फील
उसको
रादर देन
और भी
जस्ट दिस
अच्छा
कॉल, है ना?
आज उसको वीडियो कॉल करते
है ना? कैन यू सी, वीडियो का एक अलग आपका कनेक्ट होगा बच्चों के साथ, वाइफ के साथ।
हैं। बिल्कुल, यस मैम, सही है।
सो कैन वी बी क्रिएटिव इन आवर पेरेंटिंग? सीधा इधर कॉल नहीं, हमको और क्रिएटिव क्या कर सकते हैं? तो कमिंग बैक टू ट्रेनिंग, एवरीबडी आर यू बैक टू डू टेक सम एक्शंस? दिस इज स्टार्ट पुटिंग पेरेंट द फोकस ब्लॉक्स। यू कैन पुट इन एवरीथिंग कि इतना समय तो मैं यही करने वाला हूँ। और ये बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है, मेरे जैसे व्यक्ति के लिए भी होता है। सेकंड, आस्क योरसेल्फ व्हाट्स योर हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी। ये सवाल पूछना है कि मेरी प्रायोरिटी क्या है, पेरेंटिंग प्रायोरिटी क्या है? क्या प्रायोरिटी है शिव गोदारा जी फॉर द यंगर वन?
यही कि उनको समय देना है।
नहीं, क्या समय देना है उसको क्या समय देना है स्पेसिफिकली?
स्पेशली उनके बहुत सारे इस समय उनके बहुत सारे मतलब
एक
ब्रेकडाउन्स
लीजिए,
हैं।
एक लीजिए, एक लीजिए।
उनका अभी स्टडी में कोई ब्रेकडाउन है
See,
या उनको
when I'm talking to him, actually I'm talking to all of you. तो अभी ब्रेकडाउन है, तो लाइक यू व्हाट यू विल डू?
उसको रिजोल्व
आपकी
करेंगे।
प्राइड कौन रिजॉल्व करेगा?
उसको हेल्प करेंगे, वो रिजोल्व तो अपने आप ही करेगा, हम तो क्या करेंगे
वो
उसको।
रिजॉल्व वो खुद करेगा। और हेल्प के लिए जब वो तैयार होगा तो वो हेल्प करनी है। आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस, टेकिंग परमिशन। क्योंकि
ठीक है।
यूथ, मैंने आपको बताया, यूथ को बहुत आता है, उसको पसंद ही नहीं है कि कोई कोचिंग करे। वो लेगा कोचिंग लेकिन वो ले नहीं रहा है। So don't give
सही है।
coaching. It is not cool for them. They just want to show that we know so much. Like this. Parents के पास स्पेशली कोशिश ये करें, सुनने की क्षमता ऐसे रखें कि वो अपना वीक पॉइंट आके बताए और आप सिर्फ सुने।
यस मैम।
just take the expression. So yes, आपने देखा आपकी प्रायोरिटी उनकी ब्रेकडाउन सुनने की है,
यस मैम।
सुनना है। So like this, Sumit, you also have to see that and you have to observe कि आप कितने बार डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो रहे हैं। ये नंबर 3 है। देखिए मैंने यहाँ पेरेंटिंग प्रायोरिटी ली है क्योंकि देखिए उनको सोचने में टाइम लगा, और अभी मैं आप लोगों के साथ भी काम करूंगी। प्रकाश जी, सुमीत, आप भी सोचोगे अभी, क्योंकि आपने सोचा ही नहीं था। पेरेंटिंग के लिए तो नहीं सोचा था, काम के लिए सोचा होगा कि कल मेरा ये काम प्रायोरिटी है। सो कैन ऑल ऑफ यू सी कि ये काम ऐसे होगा। देन नंबर 3 इज ऑब्जर्व कितने बार आपका डिस्ट्रैक्शन हुआ। यहाँ पे 2 ग्राउंड रूल्स हैं कि गिल्ट में नहीं जाना है। गिल्ट और शेम, ये 2 इमोशन बिल्कुल अलाउड नहीं है। एंड जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द इमोशन कि क्यों डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो रहा था, क्यों बच रहा था, क्यों एस्केप कर रहा था, क्यों परेशान हो रहा था। शिव गोदारा जी, आज आप इसलिए भी परेशान हो रहे थे क्योंकि वो एक नो एजेंडा काम था या
यस मैम।
इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोडक्टिव काम नहीं था। आप जैसा व्यक्ति प्रोडक्टिव है, जब आपका फालतू टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा है आपसे बर्दाश्त नहीं है।
यस मैम।
बट कैन यू टेक दिस एज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी कि लाइक कभी नो एजेंडा भी अलाउड है, कभी फालतू और फालतू लोगों के साथ। इट्स एन एक्सपीरियंस, yes or no? It was an experience of your life. Can you take
यस
it in
मैम।
this way? तो इधर प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा। आज एक न्यू एक्सपीरियंस हुआ आपको लाइफ में कि लोग कैसे टाइम वेस्ट करते हैं, खुद का भी दूसरों का भी, और लाइक दे यू नो इट नॉट टू बी ब्लेम्ड। इट्स जस्ट एन एक्सपीरियंस, नो मीनिंग। क्योंकि अब मीनिंग दोगे कि प्रोडक्टिव नहीं था तो दुख होगा। तो जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द इमोशन। नंबर 4 इज डीक्लटर द प्रोग्रामिंग। डीक्लटर करना है, डीक्लटर दिमाग को भी करना है। और जिस वक्त आपका फोकस नहीं है, कोई एक कॉर्नर अपने घर का ले लीजिए और शुरू कीजिए। लता मैम अपने पर्स से शुरू कीजिए। शिव गोदारा जी, प्रकाश जी, स्टार्ट विथ योर वॉलेट। Lata ma'am, start with any drawer. I do it. I did it. Today also I did it. I do daily little. And then creating accountability. जो हमने सुमित के साथ काम किया था कि पेनल्टी सिस्टम रखिए तो फोकस आ जाएगा, क्योंकि वो हमारा चाइल्डहुड पैटर्न है। ह्यूमन लॉस के लिए प्रोग्राम्ड है। लॉस के लिए आप एकदम से वो हो जाओगे सतर्क, और गेन के लिए आपका जो अट्रैक्शन है वो कमजोर है। लॉस के लिए ज्यादा है, पेन के लिए ज्यादा है। इसलिए आप देखोगे सारे अखबार ही नेगेटिविटी से भरे हुए हैं, बिकॉज नेगेटिविटी सेल्स। क्या आप देख रहे हैं कि देश में नेगेटिविटी और नफरत, नॉट अगेंस्ट एनीबडी, बट क्या आप देख रहे हैं कि वो इट इज अ टूल बीइंग यूज्ड विथ ह्यूमन बीइंग्स। इंडिया, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट इंडिया। क्यों? क्योंकि लोगों पे असर होता है नेगेटिविटी का, हेट्रेट का, पेन का। मारो इसको, ये कम है, अच्छा नहीं है, मेरे जैसा नहीं है, ये नीचा है। कैन यू सी? वी लव दैट। सो डिवाइड एंड रूल। सो पुट एन अकाउंटेबिलिटी सिस्टम, हैव एन अकाउंटेबिलिटी पार्टनर। अकाउंटेबिलिटी पार्टनर बिल्कुल आप जैसा नहीं होना चाहिए, ऐसा होना चाहिए जिसको आप लुक अपॉन करें और जिसको आप सुने, और जो आपको सुने और समझे, ऐसा आपको एक्सपीरियंस हो। दोनों चीजें। एंड पुट समथिंग एट स्टेक। कुछ भी स्टेक पे रखो। जैसे अगर मैं अभी उस ग्रुप में मैसेज डालूंगी, आई हैव टू डू अ लिटिल एक्सरसाइज बिफोर आई स्लीप, आई विल डू सूर्य नमस्कार, क्योंकि मैंने वो बोला हुआ है ग्रुप में। एंड मेक अ बोल्ड पब्लिक स्टेटमेंट। दिस इज वन वे टू गेट द फोकस। आपको शर्म आएगी, अरे मैंने ये बोला है, मुझे करना पड़ेगा। और नंबर 6 पॉइंट है राइटिंग योर गोल्स एवरी सिंगल डे एंड विजुअलाइजिंग। पेरेंटिंग गोल लिखिए, अपने बच्चे के बारे में अच्छी चीजें लिखिए। मेरा नानू बहुत प्यारा है, मेरा नानू समझदार है, मेरा ही सो लविंग, ही इज बेस्ट, आई लव हिम, आई एक्सेप्ट हिम द वे ही इज एंड द वे ही इज नॉट। एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट इसमें रह गया था, दैट इज कि हमें whenever we are talking to people, we have to enroll everyone in communication. उनको पॉसिबिलिटी दिखा के, संभावना दिखा के, दिस इज द वे। एंड यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट द वे यू आर। इससे पहले कि लोग आपको एक्सेप्ट करें, आपको अपने आप को आप जैसे हो। लता मैम, आर यू अनकंफर्टेबल? एवरीबडी इज अनकंफर्टेबल विद देयर ओन सेल्फ, क्योंकि कमी पता रहती है। फर्स्ट रूल, एवरीबडी एक्सेप्ट योरसेल्फ। इससे पहले कि आप दूसरे से एक्सपेक्ट करो, वेरी कंफर्टेबली द वे यू आर। एंड नंबर 2, बहुत मुश्किल बातें हैं ये, मैं बहुत इजीली बोल रही हूँ, ये मुश्किल है, मुश्किल प्रैक्टिस है, लेकिन ये करनी है सबको प्रैक्टिस। बच्चों के लिए कीजिए, स्पाउस के लिए कीजिए। एक्सेप्ट अदर्स द वे दे आर। बहुत मुश्किल है। एंड गिव स्पेस टू फ्रीडम, दिस इज द लास्ट पार्ट। और टाइम, फ्रीडम दीजिए, टाइम दीजिए, पीपल टू चूज यू। जरूरी नहीं है कि कोई आपको चूज करेगा, पसंद करेगा, उसको फ्रीडम है। Here ends the webinar. Now, if you want to ask anything,